Well, hello, divas and gents. I'm back again with another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to take care of your hair underneath your wig unit. For all those who don't know, I'm a hairstylist. I specialize in weaves, making custom units, and for clients who suffer from alopecia. This is a very important topic. Ooh, I think I'm looking cute. And again, this is some of my favorite. This is one of my favorite looks. I love deep, kinky, curly hair. I love raw, unprocessed hair. To me, it looks the most natural. I have the least problems out of it, and this is a custom-made unit. For more details, please inbox me. Okay, so anyways, we're going to be talking about how to take care of your hair underneath your unit or wig. One of the strongest points that I advise for all people is to make sure that you moisturize your hair every 1 to 3 days. And with moisturizing, I do not mean just using a jar of Palmer's grease for all of my grease monkeys out there. You know, because I don't know if you guys are aware of it or not, but grease is not necessarily something that should be, and most of the grease out here nowadays has petroleum in or petrolatum in that. And that is a type of a additive. It's a crude oil. You should not be putting that on your body of any kind. I know back in the day they used to use Vaseline, but this is 2018. Let the Vaseline go. So, you know, don't use that. So these are some of my suggestions as far as moisturizing. I actually make some of these products, and if you're interested, you can order from me, email me for more info about my products. My products are 100% organic, and they're made custom to each of my customers' preferences and their needs. So for moisturizing, I believe that you need a water-based moisturizer, and then you need some type of oil-based moisturizer. The water-based moisturizer, to me, is like watering a plant. Your scalp is like a plant. The plant needs some water. Try not to water your plant. For all those people who have a green thumb, try not watering your plant for a couple of days and see where it gets you. Nowhere. So, you know, that's the best analogy I can think of. Making sure that you're moisturizing your hair with the water moisturizer every 1 to 3 days. Now, the next thing that, so you need to do that. Now, is when you're in the moisturizing process, you need to make sure that you seal your wefts. I'm talking about seal your wefts, that you seal, you seal your hair. And so it's, you know what I'm saying, there's two different parts of it. Making sure that you use a water-based moisturizer, and then making sure that you use an oil-based moisturizer. Okay, the second step is to shampoo every 1 to 3 weeks. A lot of times when people get a lace unit or wig, whatever you want to call it, a weave, they go weeks and weeks without shampooing their hair. I don't know if you guys notice it or not, but you know, for those who don't wash their hair, shampoo, when they take it out, they notice that they have all these large white clumps, and it just falls all over the cape, or if you're at the salon, it just even gets on the actual person who's styling your hair. It gets all over their clothes. And, you know, it's kind of yucky. Actually, it was a lady that is a trichologist and an educator. She had found out that it was a type of fungus, actually, that is growing on the scalp. So, you know, these are things that you don't want to do. And if you're one of those who just don't like washing your hair, which I don't know why, but there are some ladies out there who might not want to admit it, because when you don't shampoo it, it makes it smell. I have some clients, they said that their husband is tired of smelling their hair, or the boyfriend or whatever. So if you just are one of those ladies who's not going to wash your hair, because a lot of times, every time you wash your hair, you have a unit that's attached to your head, or the people that had a unit attached to their head, those are the people generally who go the longest without washing their hair. And if you decide to do those things, you know, that's when you have all those problems with the bacteria forming, the smells. So if you're going to be one of those people, if you have it actually adhered to your head, then you need to purchase an antiseptic. Also make some for some of my clients and for myself. An antiseptic pretty much disinfects the scalp with any bacteria, you know, to make sure that you are taking care of that. And it also helps to exfoliate the scalp if you use a cotton ball a swab with it. Now, the difficult thing about moisturizing and adding all these different products in with your weave or wig is that sometimes it's hard to actually put the product in the braids properly. So what I suggest is that you use some type of nozzle to put it in. Or if your braids, if you don't have a net on, and even if you have a net, if you have like a small cap, sometimes you can start at the top of the head and then it just slides back. Now, this is one thing that you do have to be careful with. If you have an install or a weave or wig that you have on that you don't plan, that you pretty much want to have a long-term wear on it, and you don't want to keep applying, and if you have adhesive, you have to be careful using these water-soluble and oil-based products underneath your unit. That's the only downside with it. However, you can purchase certain units that are oil-resistant and that are water-resistant so that you can counteract against these things. And also, you can make sure that you apply most of the products, you know, at least probably 3 to 4 inches back from your actual hairline so that it's not getting on it. And when you're applying any type of water solution or spray, you want to make sure that you apply it. And maybe a good thing can be, if you're in doubt, is to sit underneath the dryer after you apply it so that any of the water will not just, you know, be lingering and then moving towards the front of your head. Okay, so the third thing is that another third thing, especially for most people who are trying to use this as a protective hairstyle, you don't want to, you know, get a wig, get a weave, and then don't take care of your hair underneath. Or you don't want to make sure that you are using excessive amount of chemicals on your hair. Some people, they still relax their hair and color their hair underneath the wig, even though some women tell me I'm 55 and 60 years old. That may be true, but if you are going to color your hair, I suggest using henna or other forms of natural organic products, and staying away from any type of straighteners, because these things build up on the hair and the scalp. They block the hair follicles and put casts on the hair, and this, you know, this results in why some people's hair is just always dry, it's brittle, and you're not seeing the type of results with growth. And also, you know, also at Main Attractions Hair Weaving Salon, I offer scalp detoxes. Eventually, for people who use excessive chemicals, I think that it is good, you know, throughout their lifespan, that it is good to use these type of detox products, because with the detox products, you are pretty much ridding your scalp of all these things that could be possibly blocking your hair and causing more alopecia, or causing your hair to thin more, you know, pretty much just stopping the growth and thriving of your hair. All right, so that was that. And you asked, what should I use? I suggest you finding some type of holistic hair care products. I know we make them here at Main Attractions Hair Weaving Salon. But even if you don't purchase from us, finding some type of holistic hair care product. You know, when you're looking on the back of of the ingredients, you don't want to see all these big, large names. You don't want to have to be a chemist just to read the ingredients. You know, you want to pretty much purchase something that you can tell that it's not so many large names, that it's no, you know, plastics is the first one. You want to make sure that it's organic or using natural based products and herbs. The last step is that you need to probably, I can't even read my points of power. Stylist must have, okay, I can read it now. Now, this is one thing that I do tell people. If you do decide to shampoo your hair, and if you have it glued down, or even if you have it sewn down, there is a strong chance that your hair will shift. So that's why sometimes some stylists, we're not just telling people, you know, that they can't shampoo their hair at home just because we want to keep the money in the salon, you know, which is nice and all. But generally, every time that you shampoo a wig unit or some type of frontal install, there's going to be some type of shifting. And if you are not aware on how to glue the frontal piece back down, then you may have some flapping. And sometimes some people, they have the units in for so long that it actually starts, after you wash it, it'll go back 2 or 3 inches because their hair has grown that far, and then now the unit is hanging down from the new growth. So, you know, that is a very important. Anytime that you thinking about shampooing your hair, make sure that you have adhesive on hand or using bobby pins, or all else fails, just go to your local stylist that specializes in hair weaving and hair replacement in your area. Well, thank you so much for the video. Please share, like, write me down any comments, any suggestions. I can be reached at mainattractionshair.com or Pure Virgin Maine to order premium virgin hair and custom units. Thank you so much for your time and have a great evening. Bye.